Hi, this is Ken Rock from Automate Dealer Management System. And I'm talking to you today because I understand that you have a DMS system and you might not be maximizing everything from that system that you could. So if your DMS could talk, it would probably tell you to take the time to learn all of the applications and all of the software so that you could use it to maximize the efficiency of your dealership and your profits. So what is the low-hanging fruit in your dealership? Some of the things that you should be always looking at in your dealership is your DOC, which is your daily operating control. Another way that you could also maximize profits is by using service estimates. And everyone in your dealership should be using purchase orders. Purchase orders are a blank check that you approve everybody to spend your money. So why don't people use all of the technology that's in their system? Because they have an old school way of thinking. Everybody doesn't have enough time to learn how to use the new stuff. They're just too busy doing what they do. Where in essence, if they really did take the time to learn the new stuff, it would maximize their time and they would have more time to learn even more. So wouldn't you want to have your efficiency ratings go up and your profits go up with it? So what is it we should do now? Well, there's a process that should be followed. You should assess your dealership. So you have to stand back and look from the outside in and observe what your people are doing. And then after you have observed everything they're doing, then you have to plan some kind of a recommended change to get them to maximize the software. So the first thing I would recommend you do always is read your DMS bill. That bill describes everything that you're being charged for. You want to make sure that anything that's on that bill is something that your people are using. And if they don't use it, then you need to make a decision. Should we find a way to maximize the use of this, or is it something we should discontinue? You should be pulling a bunch of key reports. There's a list of specific reports that you should be looking at. And when you look at these reports, you should be able to make an assessment because there should be warning signs. There should be things that you know, see, maybe understand. If you don't, you need to dig further. But at all times, you should be looking at these reports. So once you know what you're being billed for, once you know what your system has, and once you look at the reports to see what situation you're in, at that point, you need to stand back and observe and see, are they actually using what it is you're paying for? What's your customer's experience like? So what's happening when your customer walks into your dealership? It really should always be a wedding. It should always be a party. It should always be happy and pleasant. So if it's not, you really need to drop back and figure out how we're going to get to that spot. And generally, you need to decide, is your team trained well enough on all your electronic tools and on all their processes? So what is your customer's experience? Make sure you're observing that. Are they waiting too long? Are people communicating with them? Are people smiling at them? Are they being taken care of right away? Are you using electronic scheduling? Are you using service reminders? Do you have electronic dispatch? If you answer yes to these, how well is it being used in your dealership? Are people really trained to use it? And are they making the most of it? Or is it just something that's there? There's some easy things that you can do once people learn how to use some of the key pieces of software. There's a place that you can follow up on declined work from customers. You can also follow up with parts that were ordered for your dealership, for your customers. And you can also have your sales department contact people who are maybe out of warranty or maybe just have enough equity built up in their vehicle. But there are some reports that could be run in order to find out what folks are now available for a new vehicle. I would recommend that you use the 30, 60, 90-day plans, which is crawl, walk, and then run. So on your 30-day plan, you have daily reports, and this should be for the first 30 days, and I would recommend even further, but for the first 30 days, start running daily reports. Look for technician efficiency, look at docs, so you have your daily operating controls. You want your service sales analysis, and you definitely want to look at your expense reports. You want shop supplies, advertising, and policy. You want to see all of those reports. On a 60-day plan, you want to dig a little deeper and you want to start looking at your tax efficiency. You're still going to look at those docs and the service sales analysis, because those are the things you want to continue to monitor all the time. And then on your 90-day plan, you want to make sure that all of the key managers have all of the tools and all of the understanding and training that they need in order to follow up on these assignments. We want you to expect what you inspect. Always revisit the 30-day goals, and training is the key to the success. After you've completed all of this, then it's time to do a little further assessment, maybe in some other areas or some other places, but this would certainly be the beginning, and it's truly the low-hanging fruit. It's an easy way for you to get an understanding of what's happening in your dealership. So thanks for listening to me and taking the time today, and I hope you have a great day and a lot more profits.